champions are broken. People look at champions and try and find something that that champion has that they don't have. He's like, but it's not that at all. He's like, they lack something everyone else has, which is an off button.
You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
You've been hurt too many fucking times. And I know that because of how fucking hard you work. The hardest fucking workers have been through the hardest shit.
The only difference between me and you is I wanted it more. I wanted it more.
The person who has the absolute biggest, desire for achievement, the absolute biggest fear or pain that they're running away from, and the hardest impulse control. Now, impulse control, most people would agree is a good thing. The other two, not as much. And so, what are we optimizing for? What problem are we solving? It's my favorite. It's probably the number one most frequently asked question that I ask to our portfolio companies whenever we're about to do anything, which is what problem are we solving? If the problem that we're solving is that I want to be content, well, there's a lot of ways to do that. You don't need to do all these other things. If the problem you're solving is that you want to be the richest man in the world, well, you're going to have a lot of superiority complex, you're going to have a lot of crippling insecurity, and you're going to have a lot of impulse control, and you're going to have to wait a long time.
Yo, yesterday, I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm going to do the same thing again today, but I'm going to try to work harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
I look at my problems, I brace my face. If I get hit, I get hit, but I'm hitting back. I want the problems, I want the smoke, because I know that's the only way to evolve. You can't get better without struggle. You can't be great without being uncomfortable.
If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you gotta get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful.
You must fucking suffer. You must suffer.
Your life and the journey you put yourself through, there's nothing more than that. And that's all I want people to do, is realize that you have to struggle. You have to struggle. The bigger the struggle, the bigger the peace. The bigger the suffering, the more peace.
I made a promise that I will give it everything I got. I'm ready to die for what I plan to succeed. I have to give it everything I got. That way I'm a winner no matter what.
What's important to you? What's important for whatever reason? I felt like I didn't feel good about myself if I wasn't doing everything I could to be the best version of myself. If I felt like I left anything on the table, it would eat away at me. I wouldn't be able to look myself in the mirror. So the reason why I can retire now and be completely comfortable about it, because I know that I've done everything I could to be the best basketball player I can be. And so that's where it comes from. You can't leave any stone unturned.
Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. Shut that down. Do not listen to that voice. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights, sprint the hill, work on the project, get out of bed.
And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things. And that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't fucking do it. And that's where you fail. You have to learn to train your mind well beyond motivation. If you have motivation, that's great. That's some kindling to the fire. All it takes is a little bit of fucking spark to the whole force down. But motivation, you have to learn to exist without it. You have to be your best self and the least motivated. And that's the tricky part about all that shit. Motivation is just a word. You have to have these different things in your mind on where you want to go and know that motivation is not going to get me there.
Look, I'd love to sugarcoat this thing for you. I'd love to tell you, look, you can go out here and get rich, do a couple of things. They ain't happening. You got to get real doggish. You got to get downright funky if you want to make it.
But you have to go into those dark chambers that we often shut off And you gotta open them up. You gotta open up and fight that fucking demon. Get in there, talk to that motherfucker and say, what's up? We often forget how hard we are, but you gotta reflect back. Take a couple seconds, reflect. I've been through this, I've been through that. And then remind yourself, I'm a bad motherfucker. And then you can get through that shit. But if you don't believe it, you haven't endured shit, you're just blowing smoke, man.
More work is always going to result in better results in everything we do in life. The more you put into something, the more you're going to get out. There's this mentality that you can overdo it. You need to not do so much. Don't do so much. You're doing too much. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's a weak mentality, and those are excuses that lazy fucking people make and lazy fucking people follow.
Everybody's great when they're not tired. The champions is when they're tired, that's when the real champions come out. That's when a real dog come out. Because if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the porch and let the big dogs eat.
That's the point. You chase something that you believe you deserve until you get it. And it doesn't matter what happens to you. It doesn't matter how many times you've been fired. It doesn't matter how many people don't believe in you. You just go until you get it. That's the point. Are you tired yet? But some of you need to get tired. You need to be tired of what's going on in your life. Get tired of your habits. Get tired of your results. Get tired of the actions that you're putting in there every day. You gotta change, man, or nothing changes.